welcome to this special feature on the University of San Agustin Athletic Excellence.
Today, we are diving into the dedication, discipline, and teamwork that define Agustinian athletes and their coaches. Joining us are Fry Stephen Tan, a head coach of beach volleyball men.
Alfred Anthony Malinaw, one of the standout players from the athletics team. Hello everyone, good afternoon and thank you for joining us today. My name is Jern Tisay and I'll be conducting an interview with the athlete Fred Anthony Malinaw. Question number two, how do you set and work towards your athletic goals?
First of all, thank you for the Lord kay nakakababo sa buong sana siya at sana and para ma-achieve ang goal na train ako ng luto ang mga ko ng me.
Go. Question number three, how do you cope with stress and anxiety before important events?
Before buwan weekend, for example, marami ako sa hapon may business para madula ako kasi sa is the warm up ako 1 hour before sa game and just stretch ako maya then like go motivated use it like
Uh, Question number four is, can you describe a time when your coach helped you overcome a mental barrier?
during training dance for example mag-workout ilang ba lang yung first lap is easy then kung nasa finish line o matira pa sa mga pesa ganyan tama ang imong pesa.
Okay, last question. How do you communicate your needs and concern to your coach?
Last month, message ako kay coach kay mo sa ang best friend ko. Bala is bunang ko lang ties, then the rest. Then, sang pagdadaling sila sa hangis. Iwatsa ko sa pain. Bandang coach na same man, same rest. Then, kung matanong sa workout is binusend ko siya kung taas akong thigh. Kaya is push nyo lang rin ako self yung extra limit. Uh, kung magtanubok mo din tayo kaya
Okay, thank you for your time.
Good evening and good evening, Coach.
evening.
I'll be interviewing Coach Fry Stephen Tan, OSA. He is one of the veteran coach of University of San Agustin, and he is currently head coach of the beach volleyball men's of USA team. Uh, so today he'll be sharing his insights on motivation, goal setting, and how he helps athletes manage stress and anxiety in sports. So let's begin. Uh, Coach, how do you motivate your athletes to perform at their best?
Yeah, I motivate my athletes. First is be able to understand the process of their chosen fields, specifically their beloved sports discipline. But it goes beyond training and maybe drills and exercises. Uh, but a coach must relate this to the day-to-day um, life or experience of the athletes, specifically um, in relation to their growth, in relation to their learnings, and in relation to their performance. So when you relate in these multifaceted factors in their being, in their personhood, you'll be able to lead them to their goal, to their goal in specifically in their sports performance. If they understand the meaning and the importance of their sports discipline in their chosen fields, then one or an athlete can really uh, perform in various aspects of their person, maybe physically, emotionally, psychologically, spiritually, and even academically or intellectually. So that's how I motivate my athletes, that how to relate to be able to explain their victories, their challenges and opportunities, and even um, the effects of their actions uh, in their being, in their person, and at the same time in their fellow teammates.
So thank you, coach. Next is, how do you help athletes set and achieve their goals?
Setting goals are very important, especially in sports performance. Having goals will direct the efforts, the um, the time management, the focus. Uh, Goals are there as um a lighthouse, quote unquote, for us to direct our attention and our focus um in relation to our trainings, our day-to-day trainings, for the athletes, and how they were able to achieve these goals. First and foremost, they have to have self-awareness on where they want to go. Second, they must own this sacrifice, this commitment. And third, um they must be clear on where to go. If the direction is unclear, then they will not be able to align their um their efforts towards certain objectives. So very important in our sports performance is to set a clear goal and divide it into small goals, small objectives or sub objectives, and then commit commit on those objectives, so that surely uh, it will lead you to a proper destination.
So next is, how do you support athletes in managing stress and anxiety before competitions?
It's not only before competition, but even during competition. These are psychological needs and these are emotional needs. All of us are experiencing stress and anxiety, especially if there are performances now. But in sports performance again, specifically if there are already an in season games now, I can see athletes, their emotions are heightened, anxieties increase, there's also anxiousness, especially if there are deadlines not met, or even there are transactions in their academic life or even in some areas not met. It can really affect on their focusing. But how do I help my athletes manage this? Yes, first is I'm being I talk to them, I dialogue with them, and be present to them, and then just give the time to listen and understand their present condition and their present concerns. Huh? And second, and help navigate, help solve, may not be all, but at least some of the reasonable and reachable goals. No? Simple, measurable, and achievable goals to address the concerns, the issues. This is very important um, because this will clear their mind, ease their feelings and emotions, and also, again, um, help them mentally prepared. Um, if the mental aspect is prepared, then it will follow the physical aspect, and the training will go smoothly. So that's how I help my athletes. No, take time to listen, to understand, and if not, uh, solve the problem as a team. And other teammates can contribute their shared help also. Shared help, quote unquote. That's why the team works will work if everybody share their talents and maybe problem solving skills. Yes,
So that's all.
that's all. Thank you.
Number four, can you share any specific strategies or techniques you use to keep athletes focused and confident?
Yes. Confidence is a for me is a subjective subject subjective growth of a person. No, we came from different backgrounds, and confidence can be learned. And confidence is sometimes can can be can increase in a person in a constant exposure uh in many different aspects in life or in performance. So for example, if you're not well exposed in a certain discipline, for example, we have stage fright, right? But continuously exposing yourself in such manner, then eventually you will learn how to handle your fear. In sports performance and with athletes, I think we will focus more on the strength of the athletes and reassuring that whatever you discover during the practices, their strength and even the areas for improvement, and continuously guiding them might as well um and positively contribute to their self-confidence. Well, one is again is self-awareness, and let let that awareness be communicated to your athletes that they are good in this and they have to improve on that. The second is to be able uh, to inspire their teammates also to give positive feedbacks on their fellow teammates. And third is execute those strength in the actual game, and then again reaffirm it, reinforce it, and master it. And I think that's how I see it. That's how I understand building self confidence in a sports performance. Of
So last is, how do you adapt your coaching style to meet the individual needs of each athlete?
yeah. Um. Well, in my coaching style, my favorite word is actually flexibility. There's no one coaching style that fits to all. Um, each athletes are unique. Each athlete is unique, and they have their individual needs. So your coaching style and personality and ways would vary in one athlete and with the other. And there's also a coaching style if you group them together. So I think it's situational. It's situational. The most important thing is what best fit to one athlete and the other without compromising or sacrificing also the entire team. So, well, our favorite term is discipline, and the other one is we compromise in some things, but there are things that should not be compromised as well in dealing with sports team and sports performance. For one, for example, training schedule is should not be compromised because the if you want to achieve a a peak performance, then very important is the detailed the process, the detailed trainings, no? And also the process that one will prepare in the whole training schedules. So that's it.
That's all.
Yes, thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Coach, and for sharing your insights and experiences. This interview will truly help us understand the real life application of what we've been learning in class. Thank you, Coach.
Thank you very much.
My reflection based on my experience. Number one, the motivation is the understanding what drives athletes to perform at their best, including intrinsic and extrinsic motivators. Second is the goal setting, learning how athletes set smart method to achieve the goal. Third is the stress and anxiety management, discovering strategies athletes use to manage stress and anxiety, such as visualization, positive self talk, and mindfulness. The practical activity likely to enhance my understanding of course concept by first applying theory to practice, seeing how athletes applying theoretical concept and real world situation. Second is the real world relevance, understanding how course concepts translate to actual. In my experience, it's clear that motivation, goal setting, and stress management are crucial for athletes to perform at their best.
As a student athlete, interviewing Coach Fry Stephen Tan helped me better understand how motivation, goal setting, and stress management play a big role in sports. I learned that setting clear goals and staying mentally prepared are just as important as physical training. Coach Fry shared how he supports his athletes by helping them stay focused and confident, especially during tough times. This activity made me see how the things we learn in class are really used in real life, and it gave me tips I can apply in my own journey as an athlete.
Put a walk out the pantry. You niggas ain't fly. Looking dummy. I'll probably get